Hey, I know, Go sounds amazing and very, very promising. But we can't fully educate you about Go if we don't talk about its risks. That's why today you will learn about the main risks that might exist within Go. And of course, we will also address ways to mitigate them. Remember that this is only meant to educate you. You should do your own research and only use what you understand. As you learned in the first video, the main risk of any stablecoin is that it loses its peg to the asset it represents. If a Go token stops being worth $1, it would be catastrophic, because not only there would be loss from stablecoin holders, it would also cause problems in those DeFi protocols that use Go as a backup. This could happen due to an error in the smart contracts or a failure in the liquidation mechanisms. To mitigate this, Go smart contracts have been professionally audited, and the Aave security model serves as a backstop in case there is any error in the liquidations, and despite that, the risk is never 0%. 2. Governance risk, AaveDAO. As you may have noticed, the DAO plays an extremely important role in the functioning of Go, which is why it's crucial to keep a close eye on everything related to the AaveDAO. The voters, the proposals, the governance forum, the changes to the protocol, the accepted facilitators, the interest rate, and more. The risk here would be that the power would be very concentrated in the hands of a few that could arbitrarily change the protocol. That would be very dangerous. This is why we invite you to get actively involved in the AaveDAO, so that you don't have to trust but verify. We all have to do our bit to maintain decentralization. Remember, the AaveDAO is in charge of the Aave protocol, and with great power comes great responsibility. Risk in facilitators. On the other hand, there is a risk that one of the facilitators somehow acts dishonestly or falls victim to a hack or economic vulnerability. This could destabilize the price of Go. The AaveDAO intends to mitigate this in two ways. 1. By following a sound judgment on the strategies used by the facilitators, and 2. By allocating small minting power to new facilitators to control the risks that might appear in the beginning. But we also suggest the following. 1. Define as soon as possible the specific criteria for the selection of facilitators, and 2. Implement an active risk control strategy and an emergency strategy in order to mitigate the risk in case any facilitator doesn't function properly. Regulatory risk. Let's not forget, whether we like it or not, regulations will come sooner or later to the ecosystem, and if they are very aggressive, they could harm the adoption or the use cases that could exist for Go. In this section, we just need to be aware of what each country decides to implement. Finally, we have to keep in mind that Go will reach a market where there are several well-established competitors. Earning its place will not be an easy task, but being part of one of the largest and most resilient protocols in the entire ecosystem, perhaps the path will be easier. Here, we can only wait and see how Go performs over the next few months in the ecosystem. Okay, great! You have learned the main risks that Go could be exposed to. From our side, we hope that none of this will ever happen, and that 5 years from now, we will be able to look back with happiness and excitement to witness the birth of Go. In the following video, we'll explain to you the value Go brings to the ecosystem and very interesting opportunities around this stablecoin. See you there!